was afraid, running away, but you ran after me, decided to swim.
Hey, this is Dr. Neal. About a year ago, we did TV Time Yoga Part 1, and I thought today it was time to do Part 2. Now, since I did that last video, a couple people have told me that they've incorporated it into their lifestyle, and then have told me that cumulatively it has helped their energy and they feel the effects of it. What I've noticed for myself is since I made that video, I'm hardly ever on the couch for either working on the computer or for watching TV. For working on the computer, I typically stand and put my computer up on a counter, and for watching TV, I'm typically on this mat. I turn around to face the TV, and the couch is just in my backdrop. And that's how I've been living for the past year, and I feel it's having a great effect on me. So today, to give you some more variety, let's add to our TV Time Yoga routines. Make them casual, but also if you get bored, we'll add a little bit of intensity. The idea in my TV Time Yoga series is that not to give you too many exercises that you wouldn't do while unwinding in front of the TV. If you want to do an intense yoga treatment and therapy, you should go to a yoga studio or watch a yoga DVD and go nuts, break a huge sweat, and have a huge workout. These videos are a little more specific to those who don't want to sit on the couch, who do want to watch their favorite shows, but also want to get just a slight bodily movement while they watch TV. So let's add some new moves to our TV time routine. One move that we haven't talked about yet is a very popular yoga move that I think they call the Pigeon. Again, I'm not a yoga instructor or yoga master, but I like stretching and I like breathing, so I'd like to share this with you. So bring this foot up and across, and then drop this back leg. And there's many positions you can be in. Oh, yeah. You can be like this, where you're arching your back, or you can start to creep forward. And this is really gonna open up your pelvis and your external rotation of your piriformis and the rest of your hip and the rest of the muscles that surround your hip. Oh, yeah, and then you come all the way down like this, drop your head. Don't forget to breathe. Now you can watch TV like this, or if it's commercial, or if it's not interesting, you can just listen to the TV with your head down like this. Either way, in our TV Time Yoga, you watch as much as you want, and you look away as much as you want. Either way, it's our TV time. In today's demonstration, so why don't you do today's demonstration with me? I'll do it in a faster pace than I would do normally, but we'll still hold it for a little bit so you can get the feeling of it. All right? Let's move my back a little bit. Okay. All right. So, yeah, let's hold this for a second. All right, let's switch legs. Again, you're just getting a teaser, just getting a little taste of this. This can be done casually while watching TV. And you'll never be on the couch again. The couch is what I call the lethal couch, or the lethal sofa. It's what's taking away everyone's livelihood, and it's what's sending people to the doctor. So here's a second video to keep you away from the doctor just from watching TV. Oh, this, you'll feel it back here. You'll feel it in the knee too. You gotta be careful. And every exercise I do comes with the warning that you want to get into them slowly, and you want to monitor your body, you want to breathe, and you don't want to hurt yourself. Many people are hurting themselves in yoga classes because they're not knowing their limits. So don't try to be a hero when it comes to yoga. Just find your level of stretch that day, and then breathe. Beautiful. Okay. Next exercise that I've been doing lately is, we do a lot from this position because we're watching TV. And so try to stack your feet like this and then reach out and grab. Oh, you'll feel a huge stretch in the calf here and some in the hamstrings as well. Oh man. Oh man. Try that both sides. Whew. Oh. God, this calf right here. The top leg, the calf really gets good. If you have to, grab it here. Oh man, that's great. Okay, wow. All right. Next exercise I've been doing. We didn't talk about this last time, but the straight leg, straight out. I don't know if we did this one. And you can bend your legs, go head down to your knees, and you'll get some of your back. Or you can straighten your legs and just go as far as you can, and that'll get more of the legs and the backs of the legs. So while you're here watching TV, you might want a little bit of strength training and a little bit of balance training. So let's do some of our little strength and balance moves that are based in yoga, that I learned in yoga class, but now I just do watching TV. Check this one out. Lean forward, stick your thighs tight above your elbows like this, and then lean forward, putting your weight onto your hands. Now you start with your toes will go on your tippy toes first, and then while your head drops forward without banging your face on the mat, your toes will come up off the ground, and you can sit and breathe. Now use your hands to balance and squeeze your thighs into your arms. Your arms are pushing against your thighs to maintain balance. And hold it for as long as you can while breathing. I believe this is called the crow pose, and it definitely strengthens up your arms, shoulders, and also gets your core and your legs working too. Oh my God. Okay. Now, if you're looking for a challenge, they have this side crow or variation of that where you start twisted like this, hands down. Now you can see right here is the contact point above the knee, and the other contact point will be on the hip. And we're going to do the same. The key to these balance moves is the lean forward. Your head actually works as the rudder. So as your head dips, the rest of your body will come up, and if you dip too hard, you'll land on your head, and if you dip too soft, your feet won't come off the ground. So that's the balance portion of it. So up on your toes again, both legs to one side. Take your breath, keep breathing. Lean with the head, and the feet will come off as your head dips. And then breathe. And then if you want to vary it, you can start to move your legs. That's what they do in the class. You can try to, adding variations just makes it more fun, more interesting. Oh. Remember, keep that head low. It'll keep the body high. Woo! Oh my God. And then do it the other side. Oh my God. These might not come to you on first try, but at least you'll have that challenge. You'll know what's out there to try, make it difficult. So again, for me, it's all about the head, using it as a rudder. So I lean the head forward, and the rest of my body starts to come up as long as I keep my arms tightened to my leg. So those are some strength moves if you're looking to get a little bit more of a pump, or looking for a challenge, looking for some balance maneuvers. Watch your wrists on that. I feel my wrists from holding it that long. I just felt them. Here's a great one I mentioned in a blog a long time ago when I first wanted to do some yoga moves. It's called shoulder stand. And from working, we all get that tight upper neck area, just lower neck, upper back, that area right here. It's very painful. If you do this move every day or whenever, this will help get you ahead of the 8 ball when it comes to your wellness of your back and lower neck and upper back in general. So this is shoulder stand. Check this one out. So On this one, keep your chin, look up at your feet, don't turn your head side to side, and keep your mouth closed. And just relax your chin and relax your face. And then try to get up to your shoulders and try to straighten out your legs as best you can. Now, I saw in a picture, when you get really good at this, you can release your arms too and just stand on your shoulders. But it's a little tougher to balance. Feels good on your neck. You don't want to do anything that jerks your neck around. You're going to end up hurting yourself. So nice slow movements. As some of you know, I've been surfing for the last couple years, and I'm starting to do a lot of exercise at home that mimic that surfing core activation because it makes me a better surfer, and also it feels great even just as an exercise. So let's show you some of the movements I've been doing at home. But generally, the pop-up portion of the surfing is all core, and you can use that motion for doing all kinds of variations. So this is your typical plank pose that you see in yoga. It's a great one. You can just sit like that. You can do push-ups if you want from here, or stand, or do really, if you're watching TV, you don't want to make a huge sweat, just maybe some slow push-ups. That feels good. Do that a couple times. Super slow push-ups. Kind of mellow. Breathe it out. I tend to not, when I do my TV time yoga, I tend to not want to get huge heart rate increases because this isn't really my primary workout. It's just my time to watch TV and stretch, breathe, and just open it up. That's really what I'm doing here. But check this out. When you're from this position, kind of like surfing, you can do little half pop-up maneuvers that will really engage your core, and you can do them relaxed and mellow while watching TV. So you just sit here, slowly come up, bring one leg up, and then release the hands, and then come down, and bring that one up. The slower you bring it up, the harder it is. Watch this again, really slow. Use the core. Don't put the foot down until it's in front, and then your core will be engaged. It's fun. It helps move your whole midsection and just wakes your body up a little bit. Now, if you wanted to get your heart rate up, this would look into, you can turn this into a real exercise like that. We'll call this a surfer's burpee. The traditional burpee that I saw in CrossFit was like this, with the arms up. But this we'll call the little surfer training. Now the reason I keep straight like this is so I can alternate legs. So it's kind of like a variation of a surfing pop-up and an exercise. So we'll do. And you can go nuts. That's if you want to get your heart rate up. Also, from the plank position, you can do all kinds of variations on your push-ups. This is a fun little slow push-up you can do. As you lower down, lift one leg up as high as you can, and just engages the back a little bit. It mixes it up too, makes it more fun. The more you can vary it, the more interesting it will be for you, and the more you can stimulate your mind, the more you can continue to engage in the activity. Because once it gets boring and the ADD kicks in, you're not going to be working out. So you got to be creative. Here's another one. Put your forearms down here and do like a plank with the forearms. You'll really feel your stomach kick in. And this one's one you can hold for a while, even though it's intense. You can watch TV like this. And if it's too much, put the knees down a little bit and still feel it out. Or just go from knees to up. General downward dog. While you're here, we'll stretch your calves really well. And, oh man, and it'll get those shoulders. And it'll also open up your neck a little bit. Sometimes when I have a sore neck, I do a typical downward dog just to, it kind of works a lot of different areas. And my downward dog is not a perfect form because I am not an expert in yoga, but I'll tell you, even when you do it with bad form, as long as you're reasonably conscious of your joints, it still feels great. Now, they might want you to spread your fingers and really dig into your downward dog and stick that pelvis into the air, and then try to straighten your legs after. You can study up on that. Sometimes you're watching TV. I typically don't like to stand up and do my yoga when I'm watching TV because I again consider it my very relaxed, casual stretching. But sometimes I'll stand up and do a little stretch like this, just to throw in, just to mix it up. And then of course there's all the variations of this where like spread leg, and then you go to one side. Alright, so if you put all the moves from TV Time Yoga 1 in with some of these strength and balance moves from TV Time Yoga 2, you'll have a pretty decent routine that can be done without breaking a huge sweat and without making a big fuss, that you can do instead of sitting on the couch while watching and listening to the TV. And so TV for me has become a non-guilty pleasure. I'm still putting in a couple hours of TV time per day, but none of it is having a negative effect on my wellness. Whereas before, I'd always have to compensate for it because I'd be jammed on the couch. Now, I enjoy my favorite shows and enhance my health at the same time. And I hope these videos are helping you to do the same. I'll be here if you need. Talk to you soon. Bye.